plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make.
It's week 15 of the NFL. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' veteran quarterback. And look beyond his coverage numbers. He's up to a 70-tackle season so far. It's the Raiders and the Patriots under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday. Vegas. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And it certainly hasn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 19 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up the stand established for one game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the 4th-round pick out of Georgia, Zamir White. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll throw with Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his 2nd season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. They'll get this up to about the 44. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and I love them when they're 6s.
Oh, a second dosage. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Patriots at 10-3 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a first down carry for Harris. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
We call a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there and make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read play.
Touchdown, Patriots! Kendrick Bourne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here in Vegas. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
64 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Harris. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, when he had 2 touchdown runs, he's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten it.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Damian Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he returns this to the 22. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case,
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. The deep to return it is Marcus Jones. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know can excite all my viewers.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Harris running straight ahead. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Raiders nothing. Bailey to kick off for the
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. He needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now a play fake. Carr. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Carr completes it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action. Now Carr. Looking sideline, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the check out bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Deron Harmon makes a tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to pour one over his head as this game progresses.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Folks' kick is good, and the rout is on. It's 24-0. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Carr now on first down. Gets the check down throw to White. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And he coughed it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Following the fumble recovery, Jones out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
A final shot before break. Jones steps away.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27.
They'll start the drive with Harris.
And some room to run now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Off the play fake, Jones. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. They hand this off to Harris. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an F10Y.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
Back to throw here.
They'll dump this one off here to White.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones on the return. Runs over it. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll run again with Harris. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. He's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there.
Down the numbers. There he goes. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Patriots get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Raiders 7. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White.
98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On the give, this is Harris. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give to Harris. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. This is Harris. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
13 yards. First down, New England.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
All Nichols there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They run with Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Another great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Patriots, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the rough season continues as they plunge to 1-13.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.